Oh, hello, welcome to Connor Prairie. My name is Matt Walls, I'm the site manager here, and you've been to our Lenape trading post. You've been to the Connor House. You've been through Prairie Town, met all the citizens. You've been out the Civil War journey and learned about Morgan's raid and its effect on Indiana. And now you need some cool respite, maybe something indoors, maybe something to splash around in. And so we're going to talk about river crossing today, which you can get to by either taking our tram, that's a nice breezy ride, or you can always walk out here through the DuPont Bridge, the covered bridge that leads out to Civil War journey. So we're going to put you in the place alongside the Atwater family, a family known for taking produce to market. And the best way to travel around this time would have been, if not by train, then by river, specifically the Ohio River. The same river that General John Hunt Morgan will later invade Indiana by crossing. Well, let's have a little more fun than that. Let's go inside and take a look around, shall we?
Yeah.
Now, over here to our left, you'll notice right away we have our state-of-the-art stroller parking, either in the nice shady area or in a nice sunny area. The sunlight is provided for free out here. Don't worry, that's no extra charge to you. And you'll see right here at the top, river crossing. We have arrived, and it is time to start traveling along said river. So let's go inside and see what we can find. We're traveling alongside the Atwater family along this river, which sometimes goes under bridges because you need a way to cross a river. That's not by swimming, that's not by driving a horse and carriage through that. So if you'd like to take a boat, hello there, welcome. The same way. We have a boat here you can traverse the river with. Maybe going for some supplies, looking for some fishies, fishing in the meantime. And this area is really for you to play. That is what we like to promote out here, playing. And for younger kids around 8 or younger, this is the perfect place to play and explore. You can ford the river, like I said, on a boat. You can ford the river across our giant jungle gym bridge here. There are thousands of different ways to cross this river, to play in this river, to explore this river. I mentioned earlier that river was the most efficient way to travel, the other most efficient way to travel. You remember what I said it was? No, around the 1860s it would have been by train. And so if train is your preferred method, you can set up your own track, your own path, chart your own course. This one looks like it was visited by a little bit of an earthquake, but that's why you need to come visit, to fix the tracks, to make sure everyone can get where they need to go on time. And there are a few rules out here at river crossing to keep you safe, to make sure that you have fun, the most fun that you can in the safest environment. One of which is that, unfortunately, if you are not potty trained, we ask that you wear a swim diaper, but don't worry. We don't expect you to carry these swim diapers with you. We will provide them. So let's see if I can put my money where my mouth is here. Let's see how this fits me. Oh look, Dory's on the front. Dory, you can go swimming with us. Do you think I'm going to fit this? You certainly hope so. This is Amelia. She's one of our interpreters here, and she's out at river crossing playing lifeguard today. She's one of the almost 70 interpreters that you'll see either in costume or in blue shirt here at Connor Prairie, who are here to educate you, to have fun, to play alongside of you. And Amelia, what is your favorite thing about river crossing? Water cannons. Okay, well, I don't know if this is going to work. This is Facebook Live. We're going to get a show one way or another. We tried. It didn't work. But, like I said, we provide the diapers for you. They come with these handy-dandy detachment pieces here. And a nice trash can for easy disposal. So now let's head out onto the splash pad itself. We've seen the indoors, we've seen the covered bridge, we've seen the train system. Oh, thank you for helping us fix that. We were just talking about how much of this repair is. Let's go out onto the pad itself and see what there is in the splash pad.
Have fun.
Oh, thank you. We have boats here to help you ford that river, a little larger than maybe the one you saw inside that we went fishing with. And these also move with the rhythm of that river. But again, I said that we want to play out here. We want to promote play. So I see a boat. You might see a rocket ship. You might see a train. You might see the fastest NASCAR in the world. Your imagination can run wild out there. We provide the history. It's up to you to figure out what that history means to you, what you see inside that history. So come out and tell me why there might be a rocket ship in the middle of the 1860s. I'd love to have that conversation with you. Let's move over to the splash pad itself.
I think going with the state.
Now this is representative of the river, of the Ohio River, which makes up Indiana's southern border. And there are thousands of different ways to explore this river. Whether it's splashing your hands around in the water, whether it's taking some of our boats and charting a course for them. We have our dam system over there. You can build a series of canals, a series of dams, and learn about how the movements of the water may affect your journey across that river. This is really for you to explore, to play, to learn, to teach us, because we're always learning alongside with you. Again, tell me why there's a rocket ship in the 1860s. Tell me why one specific method of canals might work better than another that you've played with over. And finally, the Alice Dean herself here. You had the play bridge in there, the jungle gym. The Alice Dean is no different. It is your outdoor player area. You can climb around in here. You can captain the ship yourself, enlist a crew to help on your journey across the river as, again with the Atwater family, you tried to take that produce, those vegetables, into town. So we'll look under here really quick to see what there is to explore. The paddle wheels to help her make it across the river. You can go upstairs where the captain's steering wheel is and helmet yourself. There's no end to what your imagination can come up with for this boat. And we encourage you to climb around. We encourage you to run around, to get wet, to have fun, to scream, to let loose. Take a break from the heat outside. Take a break from maybe some of the heavier parts of history and relax with a little more of a fun and engaging experience for those young ones that we may have out there. So let's keep going and look at those water cannons that Amelia was talking about earlier. Now it's hard to talk about war without talking about conflict, and sometimes those conflicts could set buildings ablaze. So here we're asking for your help to help us fight a fire. That's what the water cannons are really for, to help you get the fire that you see on this building under control. And the cannons aren't the only things that produce water. You can step on each of these pads and they'll spit out water as well. So you can get your friends wet, get your family wet, prank them and say, hey, could you stand right here for a picture? And then step on the pad and have a nice surprise for all. This is a way to cool off on these hot summer days. Now, river crossing is open from Memorial Day to Labor Day. So we'll be open until around September, whenever Labor Day falls. So make sure you get here in time to enjoy the fun in the sun and the fun in the water. And finally, once you've forded the river with the Atwater family, you can bring your produce to town here. We have different buckets for mail, for produce, the vegetables, the fruits Amelia have, and you can ask her about those and she'll make sure that you end up with the right produce that you can then put into the right buckets that you can then sell and then ford the river home. But that is river crossing. River crossing is located in the middle of our part of the Civil War of Morgan's Raid, which we portray out here. I mentioned earlier, the Ohio River is what he forded. The Alice Dean is the boat that he forded it on. So you can come out, visit the Alice Dean, visit the Ohio River up here in Fishers, Indiana. You don't have to travel hours to the south to do so. We've provided it for you right here at Prairie. So let me ask you, what questions do you have for me? Let's go to the shade. I don't want you to think I'm squinting at it. questions from our guests out there?
Someone said we love the tram.
Oh yes, and it's just a quick tram ride out here. You get that nice breeze coming out. You get that nice breeze and a chance to dry off going back to the Welcome Center. Civil War journey, treetop. Those are the farthest away from the Welcome Center that you can get. So we want to make sure that we make those areas accessible to those who can't necessarily trek all the way out to those areas. So the tram runs around every 15 minutes to and from the Welcome Center to make sure you have a chance to visit these areas.
And AJ Fetcher said, do I need to bring a swimsuit to play?
You not necessarily. If you'd like to, that's up to you. But I wouldn't mind getting wet in what I'm wearing right now. As long as you don't mind wearing wet clothes home, you can wear whatever you like out here. The only requirement is that swim diaper for those who may not be necessarily potty trained yet. Again, we provide those diapers for you as well.
And there are bathrooms out here?
Yes, there are bathrooms out here. Actually, let me go show you the bathroom. I won't give you the whole tour of the bathrooms. They look like a bathroom you might expect. Although this isn't necessary, we do provide you with kids. There are needs that they come with those younger kids. So we provide you with a private space for any motherly duties you may have. There's also a sensory box in here. It can get a little loud. It can get a little chaotic out here. So if it gets a little too loud and too chaotic, this is a room where you can come in, decompress for a little bit, and once you're ready, you can go back out and continue having fun. So again, we provide this mother's room, this baby's room, this safe space for you. And the restrooms are just a short jump. We have a family restroom right here for families, and we also have what you would expect out of a women's and men's room right down the hallway here, within spitting distance of river crossing. Anything else for me? Oh, well, thank you for joining me. Thank you for visiting with me. I hope to see you out here soon, either by tram or coming through the covered bridge out the Civil War journey. And I hope you have a nice, cool day. If you need a nice, cool day, we'll provide it for you out here at River Crossing.